Hey, that is a
Hello.
masterpiece of art, Shagdog.
No, my ex-girlfriend painted that. She's blind, but she paints by braille. She's
Wow.
awesome.
Paints by
And she did
Braille.
that after we broke up. So she's like still loves the beer review. She don't love me, but she loves the beer review.
Yes. I'm doing Anderson Valley Brewing Company's Frambrosia Rosé Gose. Beer brewed with natural flavors. Flavor,
Oh,
sorry. Doesn't say anything else there, but it does say avbc.com. So take a chance and see if that's a adult website or just a beer site.
that sounds good, Jammer. Your
Because
beer gets an
I don't
89
mean to
by beer advocate.
pressure anything, but you said your girl didn't have sight, so I thought I'd send people to site.
Right. Your beer gets an 89 by beer advocate. It is considered a ghost 4.2% ABV.
Wow.
And my beer is Westbrook Ghost. Sour, salty, and delicious. I don't know if it's salty. 93 by Beer Advocate, 4% ABV. And yeah, there you go.
Well, mine poured wonderfully, sure, Shagdog. It's got a nice golden, almost hue of, like rosé to it. And it has a nice not frothy, actually pillowy head that's very inviting. Like that you can just curl up in it and just take a nap. I
Is
love
that
that.
head going all the way to the top of the glass?
Yes, it's going all the way up here, and it was
Oh,
actually
okay.
over the glass a little bit.
Yeah,
So it's
that's what.
about at one point it was about a 2 finger head. Now it's getting down to about a finger and a half, and that's what she said. But
Yeah.
the smell slightly sour, kind of grapey, kind of
Mm.
yeah, sour tart smell, kind of diacetyl smell, kind of almost on the verge of buttery.
Wow.
You
I
know,
get the same thing on mine. Exactly.
wow, that is pretty good
Sour,
because that
tart.
is part of the style there, isn't it?
That's right, Jammer. You are so correct.
I
I took
tried
one of
to.
your lines. You used to say that. That's right, Shag Dog. You were so correct. I took one of your fucking lines.
Ugh. It's funny how you come up with these lines, or these sayings, and then the next thing you know,
Your
you know,
counterparts.
yeah, it starts to spread. I used to go into work, and people used to say, "Well, how you doing there?" And I'll be like, "Just peachy,"
That's peachy.
kind of sarcastic, just peachy, Next thing you know, they laugh at that, and the next thing you know, later on, I was seeing my boss, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And he goes, "I'm doing peachy." So
Yeah.
it just tells you right there, you can be a trendsetter without even knowing it.
Right. I mean, they say, "Oh, what you got for lunch there?" This spare no expense.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they start to say,
yeah, exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take my first sip, Jammer. How about you?
Me too. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Let's ghost it.
Woo,
Yes,
that
sour.
is pop.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
not a
Woo,
big
yeah.
sour. Yeah, that's sour.
It's mine. It's really kind of cool. It has like almost like a wine, almost type
Yeah.
flavor. That Frambrosa Rosé, almost like a wine grapey flavor. It's sweet and almost very fruity, very nice, and it's tart, very tart. And then all of a
Mm.
sudden it dissipates and becomes very mellow.
Yeah, you can see why a lot of girls might not know about this style of beer, but they probably would like it because it does have like a wine quality to it.
Yeah, You're right. You are so right there, Shagdo.
That's right.
I took it
Yeah,
back.
especially a sour tart. Uh, you're
I
all
would
right.
I would say, if you know what sweet tarts taste like, a nice fruity, grapey type sweet tart,
You talk about the candy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's almost like this.
almost, but wet instead of that
Yeah,
dry, powdery feeling. You get a wet taste with it. Yeah,
yeah, you get a wet one.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of Ghost by any means, but it's for one of the sour type beers, style beers. That it's one of the more bearable ones for me, I think. But
I don't mind it every once in a great while. I like to have one, and it's nice. It's refreshing,
yeah,
and it is a change from bitter to tart. I like that
yeah,
because there's beers that are very sweet and corny, and then there's beers that are
corny and sweet.
hoppy and bitter
A
and
lot
harsh.
beers are bitter. They're bittersweet.
And yeah, and these right here, they're very tart and
Yeah.
have a little bit of sweetness to them,
Mm.
and they could be wet and dry at the same time.
Yeah, these guys. I bought a few beers from these guys. These guys are out of where the hell? They're down by the Charleston area. I think.
Charleston Joe.
Yeah, they're out of Case. Is it Casey? Mount
Casey and
Pleasant,
back.
Pleasant, South Carolina, which I believe is Charleston. I could be wrong down by that area. A couple beers by these guys. A couple of them are good. Some of them are just okay, but most of them are all right. Not too
So, what
bad.
do you believe is the grade?
What I don't like about these guys is all their beer, a lot of their beers, not all of them, but have the same style on the can, just like that. It might be blue on the next other one.
Well, Anderson
Style.
Valley is fond of taking bears and putting horns on them.
Is it a bear? Oh, okay. I always thought it was a moose. The bear with horns. Okay. With
Mhm.
the antlers.
Yes, antler is the technical term. Yeah.
Yeah. Or horns, multiple horns.
And they like doing that, and they also have that kind of scenic mountain look to it. Most of their cans,
Yeah.
they're not. I mean, the art is nice. It's not anything spectacular or anything, but right here is one bear about to antler somebody else's bear's ass.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. So is it a bear on all their cans? I always thought it was a damn moose or something.
No, it's a bear.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
So as far as the packaging goes, it's a pleasant packaging. It's nothing spectacular or anything, but it's recognizable and it's decent. You know,
Yeah, this is definitely up there. It says sour, salty, and delicious. Does have a little bit of saltiness to it. You
yeah.
can see the versus Ghost. I like that style of font there.
Oh yeah.
A lot of their cans are like that, just with a little wiggly. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell lines these are, but
Figure
it's
Figaro.
blue, green, whatever kind of beer it is. But there are some that try to kind of go off. They're more special beers, like the Gates of Mordor. It was like a
Oh, I
s'mores type.
thought you were going to say the gates of hell.
No, they had the Gates of Smordor instead of Mordor. Lord of the Rings. So it was like a s'mores type beer. It was a little different. It had gates on it actually.
Just that quick, I thought the gates of hell and a whole marketing campaign and everything for it.
Hey, that'd be a good beer too. Gates of Hell.
Mm.
Then you could come out with a different beer with rainbows in hell and call it the Gaze of Hell.
Oh boy.
Sorry to all my gay friends. Just saying, it'd be a good logo.
You can have a lot of different things, a whole series of different beers on the Gates of Hell type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Gaze of Hell would probably get a lot of flack.
How about a dead politician?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Biden.
Don't go political.
Yeah, I saw the one thing. He's like with the president of Israel. He looked like he was sleeping or something. Is he sleeping
probably
his
was.
head down, or is he praying? I don't know what he's doing.
He was sleeping.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nappy time for Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
You know, it's really bad when old people of his same age, is saying that he's too old.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents are like 5 years younger than him. He's too old to be president. My mother actually says that Trump is actually probably getting too old to be president now, too.
The only difference with Trump, and I'm not saying I'm for Trump at all, but you know, I did vote for him last time, but is that he's a sharper individual at his age than Biden is.
Right now, yeah.
20 years younger. He's sharper than Biden was 20 years ago.
True. But I mean, with him being like 75 now, I think, or whatever hell he is, 4 more years, he'll be close to 82 or 81 by the time the end of his presidency if he gets it again. So who knows? I mean, 1 or 2 years could really be your downfall.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a minute. You know.
Yeah. I mean, right now, this could be my healthiest year, and after this year,
yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, you never know. Speaking of Trump and Biden, how about some serial killers? I watched a serial killer show the other day, or on YouTube,
yeah.
And it was like top 10 serial killers that are still unsolved. Murders are still going on. There's one in Chicago Strangler, and they think, I forgot. There's a lot of them. Women, mostly hookers, African American hookers, mostly. A couple white or Hispanic, but most of them are African Americans. And they're strangled and being murdered since 2002 up to now. It was like fucking 80 strangulations. Now, a couple of them they proved, okay, well, this one got strangled by her estranged husband. But there's like about 3 or 4 that have been, okay, we get caught the person, but the rest of them still unsolved. So they think but the cops are still playing off like, no, it's not a serial killer. But that's a lot of people being strangled, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, there's 10 guys out there not happy with their service from prostitutes and strangling bitches.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there could be a lot of guys out there not happy with the service provided.
Right.
Especially if the service wasn't up to par.
You think
all the time.
They mentioned the Long Island one. There's an actual section of that beach there in Long Island. Serial killer. They got the guy, architect, whatever. He was on a couple of those videos. Yeah, because those videos were like a year old, 2 years old, or whatever. But now there's another one in Arizona or somewhere out there, like the bone collector.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them around the country. Yeah. Unsolved. Some of them haven't been new murders in about 10 years, but they're still unsolved. So
yeah,
that usually means they went to jail or are dead. Usually when they stop.
Jail, death, or they move somewhere.
Yeah, move somewhere. Yeah, and they haven't connected it. Yeah, like there's some other murders in New England, same as it was happening like in New Mexico, and they haven't connected.
I think if I was a serial killer, that's what I would do. Be constantly moving, kind of like how you moved to South Carolina.
Well, the good serial killers move. They're vagabonds. They just
exactly. They live in their cars. They go running.
It's hard to catch it now, especially if it's ones where the government or whoever don't have a DNA sample on you, and they don't have fingerprints on you. So you're pretty much in the clear until you really mess up, you know.
Well, look, even if you do have a DNA sample of you, like if you were in the military, like
Yeah.
you're in the military, they take DNA, they do the injections of all the different
Right.
chemicals and everything and all that stuff. So they may have a DNA sample of yours, but they won't tie it in with any of those murders or anything like that because one, they don't talk to local, you know, unless something comes about, and then they will do a search in the CODIS or whatever they call it, the database for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee it would be in it, because you
Right.
were at a time period where it could have been in it or not be in it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Your DNA.
Well, my last duty station I was at 1995 when I got there, they actually did a prick on our fingers for a DNA sample for
Mm-hmm.
blood. And one guy did, so I didn't get, you're not doing a DNA sample on me. All right, it is. Supposedly would have got Article 15, basically, like the COVID shit. You refuse to get a COVID shot. Well, guess what? You're getting Article 15 kicked out of the military, whatever. Same shit with him without not giving a DNA sample. I think they were threatening to kick him out. He was in a different unit, so I don't know if they kicked him out or not. Probably did, but I should have done the same thing because now the government has a DNA. I mean, it's not that hard to get a DNA sample from somebody. Yeah, but
Not hard at all you have to do is wait for them to throw their garbage away.
yeah, cup with saliva on it,
Yeah.
whatever. Hair.
That's why you incinerate all your garbage.
Right. And all your hair, you just shave it all off.
Yeah.
Even your scrotum.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's plenty of serial killers. I think that serial killers have always been around. I don't think it's just a modern thing.
I think so too, because a few that I talked to said, yeah, they've been around for a while.
And what, the serial killers that you talk to, or people that you
Yeah.
talk to?
The couple of serial killers I talked to, I interviewed about 5.
Because yeah, you had Jack the Ripper, so that's a not too far away from this modern time right now.
Right. What was that? 1890s or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. And so you had that. Well, I think in general that serial killers, they've been around for many, many years. And back in the day, they used to be more prevalent. You never heard of it because people disappeared all the time and never was heard of again because of the people would travel, on the roads and stuff like that. That you could end up dying on the road. And like I said, you never hear about it because either they don't have relatives or they did have relatives and they lost track.
Or imagine all the missing people that are in America every year. Imagine if a lot of
Oh
them
yeah,
are unknown serial killers in that area or whatever. No trace, not even suspected to be in a serial killer. Just missing girl here, missing girl 40 miles away, missing girl 200 miles away, and he's collecting all of them. One guy, in a 200-mile radius, whatever.
yeah, it's completely possible, probable.
He probably has, because there's been a couple of serial killers want to create their sex slave shit. 2 guys in California one time, they got busted. One killed himself, and then the Oriental one escaped to Canada. Before they extradited him. I forget what happened to him, but yeah, they want to create the ultimate slave for the apocalypse. The sex slave and stuff like that. Crazy shit.
Did I give a grade on this?
I can't remember if we did or not. Actually,
I don't remember giving it a grade. Well, I tell you, I liked it. I'll give it a B and a full swallow.
Yeah, that's good. Mine, I would probably give a. It's got 93 on Bear Advocate, which I'm shocked. I probably wouldn't go that high, but I'll give it a B. This leave my stomach a little sour. I give it a B plus and a swallow. There you
Yeah.
go. For what it is.
Anderson Valley for me, and I think you would agree there, Shagdog. Anderson Valley in general has been a pretty good brewery for us. We've had several of their beers over the years,
You know,
and
Jammer, I probably couldn't agree because most Anderson Valleys I've had, I just don't think highly of them. Maybe because there's a moose on all of them.
well, you thought it was a moose. It's a bear. And I think what it is that it's a decent beer, but it doesn't stand out to you, and so it just blends into the woodwork.
I don't know. I'm trying to get. Could be also they do a lot of beer styles that I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you knew Jammer, but this, even though it was my second 4th of July in South Carolina since I lived here as a civilian, I did spend the summer of 1991, 4th of July in South Carolina. So technically, this was my third 4th of July in South Carolina. What do you think of
There
that?
you go.
Yeah. Well, the first one, I should have been in South Carolina. Like, I was supposed to graduate AIT in January 3rd. They screwed me.
Yeah. You're used to
I
getting screwed.
had to wait like a week and 2 days to get out of there, and I had a 2-day vacation before I was supposed to go to Saudi. Anyhow,
Well, I think that we should move on to the next beer.
well, you want me to chug this one?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Everybody's
I'm
watching this.
surprised we haven't been getting any comments.
Tuesday and lately, because I mean, those a lot of my fans there, and the English guy, and all of them. They're usually when I went online around 12 to 2.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Yeah, we're not as popular as we
But
was.
that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think people watching live beer reviews on a Tuesday night, apparently, right?
And probably not
Not a popular time.
for beer reviews.
Right. I bet you if we were doing something else. I wish you could go on YouTube. I don't know if you can go on YouTube, most popular live videos right now, and see what people are talking about.
You want me to flash, turn around and moon everybody?
No, we don't want to get deleted again.
Well, I'd
Plus,
moon.
we don't want people offering to send you hamsters or cucumbers or bottles of shampoo.
That can accidentally fall.
Mm.
Oh, God, I tell you. I can't believe you heard a guy do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, and here's the thing. Are you almost better off not going in with an excuse? Yeah, I got a shampoo bottle up my ass.
I mean, to say you fell on it and it went up your ass, that's like a high improbability of that happening.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you better off to go in there and just say, yeah, I got a shampoo bottle up my ass. I shoved it up there,
No, better thing to do is just make a police report and say, two dudes broke into your house. One held your arms, and another one shoved a bottle of shampoo up your ass. So give me your money. No, and I did that, and I said, okay, the money's in the second drawer after it happened.
Oh, you're going to give it up after they already did it to you?
I didn't think they would put the shampoo.
I wouldn't give it up after they've done it to me. What?
Well, because next they said it's going to be the fridge.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go in there and say I fell on it because that's like unbelievable. Might as well go in there and tell the truth. Hey, you know what?
I was really horny the other day, and I started exploring my other,
Yeah. I was wiping my butt and got a tickly feeling. Took a shower. Head and shoulders up my ass.
Get me a prostate massage, and so I shoved the bottle of shampoo up there while I was, and it got stuck.
Uh,
I almost think that if you said something like that people would just laugh about it and drop it.
yeah.
But being that you said you fell on a shampoo bottle,
Right. People are
people find it humorous and they turn around and unbelievable, so they turn around and share it with other people.
but really sharing that is illegal because that's a HIPAA violation, right? You're going in there for medical treatment. You fell on a shampoo bottle with
Well,
your ass.
they turn around and say that, but they don't say who actually happened to.
That's true. Okay. Well, but yeah, if the name slips, someone can get in trouble, right?
Yeah, if their name slipped, yeah, like
Yeah.
when he fell, the bottle slipped.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okie dokie, guys. Are you done with that beer yet?
Oh, that's a sweet one.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
just
what are you
sitting.
doing? Oh, well, let me chug it. Let me chug it.
Chug a lug. Make you holler, hidey ho. Burns your tummy, don't you know?
That's
Chug a
sour.
lug, chug a lug.
I told my roommates how I save you from doing beer reviews by yourself. Like, because you did 6 beers in 2 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I said, you usually do 6 beers in like 4 hours when you're doing the reviews with me. So,
Yeah. I don't get any drinking in that way.
right. I mean, you always have a little flask on the side or whatever.
Uh huh.
Remember, that's what Diddy would do. We'd do beer reviews. He would have a Yingling on the side.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, yeah. If you want to try a sour
28 minutes.
Ghost. Hey, that's better than last time. We were going like 40, 50 minutes, hour and 5 minutes.
I know. It's just killing me because I'm ready for another beer.
Yeah. Wow. All right, then.
All righty then.
All right. Well, thanks for subscribing, commenting, liking, and tickling the bell.
Don't forget to share.
All right.
Everybody likes to share somebody tickling their bells.
Right. If you got to share it, make sure you mention to your friends that you're sharing to the tinkle bell. Oh, shit. Joker.
All right. Thanks for watching the Spear Swallow peer review, guys. Jammer.
Okay, dog.
See you on the next one.